showed you. This is the starting point for how some people are making over $100,000 a year. Now, I won't kid you, it doesn't start that easy. We all have to pay our dues, right? There are no free lunches here. But take a look at some of these job postings. Here's an entry-level posting that I just pulled off of, I think it's Upwork or something. It's $35 to $45 an hour. And notice here it says this is an entry-level position. This isn't for an experienced marketer. Here's another one here for $100 just to write 2 emails a month. 2 emails, $50 each. Okay, would you be willing to write an email for $50? Now, these are not great prices. You can and absolutely will be able to, by the time we're done here, make more than this. I have made considerably more than this myself. But is this a bad starting point if you're a beginner? I think it's actually a decent way to make some money relatively quickly. Okay, there are also full-time jobs. So here's one paying $60,000 to $81,000 a year for an email marketing associate for a company called Canary Technologies. Okay, you can find a lot of these kinds of full-time jobs in the email marketing space. Now you may be wondering, well, what do these people do? How do I get paid to do these emails? And today I'm going to walk you through all of that step by step. The reason why businesses are so gung-ho about email is, look at these stats. This is the ROI in dollars for every $1 spent. So for every dollar that a business spends on email, on average they get $40 back. It beats SEO by nearly double. Imagine how I feel considering SEO is kind of my specialty, looking at this and saying the ROI on email is nearly double. Okay? So if you are going to be choosing what service you provide to businesses, if you're going to be looking to get paid for your writing skills, which of these do you think is the smart one to specialize in? The one where the business has the highest ROI. Okay? It's just logic. So let's take a look at today's agenda. We are going to be going through several different exciting things here. The first one is, if you've struggled to produce an income online, I'm going to show you why your inexperience with email is almost certainly the cause. So if you've tried to run a blog, or if you've started an affiliate business, or your own online store, and you haven't made as much money as you thought you should, I've consulted with hundreds or even thousands of different companies out there of all different types. Usually the main culprit is not appreciating or understanding how to properly use email. And today I'm going to show you some actual real-life examples of how to do this the right way. The other thing I'm going to give you is fill-in-the-blank email templates that regularly generate 10 to 20K in sales in just 48 hours for any type of business. And in particular, these have generated 10 to 20K in sales for mine again and again and again. We run at least one of these promotions per month, and it works like clockwork. I'm going to give you the exact email templates that I use to make that happen. The next one is LinkedIn hacks to uncover companies that'll pay you up to $500 to $1,000 for a campaign you can write in 2 hours or less. A lot of people don't really understand the power of LinkedIn to connect with businesses all around you and how you can use that, especially to find freelance gigs. And then next, we're going to talk lastly about how to build your own email list so you can stop working for others. You can stop trading your time and energy for money. You can launch your own product or service and start making real money, ideally passively. So we're going to cover all of that in today's webinar. It's going to be an action-packed extravaganza here. I hope you are excited. Let's dive in here. The first thing let's do is get some of these common doubts and myths out of the way here. The first one is, I'm not selling anything, so this doesn't apply to me. If you're listening to this and you're writing or just interested in writing, maybe you're not even doing it yet. Let's say you don't have an online business, you don't have your own store, you don't have your own blog. You may be thinking, well, John, I really don't know how I'm going to use this. And the truth is, everything I'm about to teach you here applies to every kind of business you might start, and you can also make money by actually doing this as a service for other businesses. This is something you can do over the next week, okay? I'm going to show you an exact method that you can use to get started and to make your first $50, $100, $200 right now, and eventually work up to getting paid $500 to $1,000 just to write a couple emails, okay? Next is, you may be thinking, well, yeah, but John, I don't have an email list. Why does it do me any good to know how to write emails? And again, it's because there are other people out there who have email lists. There are thousands of businesses that collect emails of customers and prospective customers, and they're not utilizing them properly. It's an asset that they just have sitting there, and they don't know what to do with it. And right now, today, I'm going to teach you what to do with it so you can go to them and you can help them make extra money. Now, with that money, they can just pay you a tiny percentage of that, and you can be very, very well paid. Next is, you may be thinking, well, John, I'm really not interested in freelancing, though. I mean, it sounds like a fine way to make money, so this doesn't apply to me. Well, if you're interested in any sort of online business at all, the thing to understand is that email is the hub of all online business. And if you want to understand how to make money online, the better you are at this, the more money you will make, whether you're working for others or for yourself. And then the bottom line here is that regardless of where you are, if you like money, everything I'm saying here applies to you. And that's because here's the core fact I want you to remember. Email is the machine through which attention is monetized. So if you have attention, if you have traffic, if you have people, and you want to know how to make money from it, email is the way you do it. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that free of charge. All right? So who I am here, just really quick. So I am the CEO and founder of smartblogger.com. We're now the biggest writing blog in the world with over 4 million readers. Crazy to say that. Over the last decade, just for myself, not even counting my clients, the companies I've worked for, like Copyblogger, like Neil Patel, I've sold over $10 million just through email. All right, so I know what I'm doing here. And if you look around, I'm not going to flash all of these on the screen, but I've been endorsed by the likes of Neil Patel, Ryan Dice, Tony Robbins, Ryan Levesque, James Altucher, and many, many other respected people online. Okay? So, let's talk about exactly what you're going to learn today. So on this webinar, I'm going to give you the exact template I use for one of our promotions per month. We use this template that I'm about to give you every single month. And we're going to fill it out live here together on this webinar. When you're finished, you will have a campaign that could be sent to create a surge of sales. Most importantly, you will have the template and the skills to do this for any business. At the end of the webinar, I will give you a link to this template that you can reuse over and over and over again, free of charge, based on some of my finest work. It's my gift to you today. Okay? So, there are three main things that we need to go through if you're going to be successful making money by writing email. The first is you're going to need businesses as clients, obviously, right? The next thing you're going to need is the actual email campaign that you're going to send out for these businesses. And then you're going to have to understand how to do the pitch to them to make them want to pay you to send out this campaign. We're going to walk through all three of these steps. So by the time you're done, you'll know where to find these businesses. You'll know how to get them to listen to you. Even if you're a beginner, you'll know how to write the email campaign, and you'll be able to send it out and make money. All right, let's get going here. The first thing that you need to understand is that businesses of all types collect email addresses, if they're smart, okay? So restaurants, attorneys, fumigator companies, retail shops, software companies, e-commerce companies, consulting companies, dentists, doctors, everyone collects emails. And all of these emails are just sitting there, in many cases unmonetized, unless the business knows what to do with them. At Smart Blogger, we have pop-ups and offers for freebies all over the website where we collect email addresses. And they range from this roadmap, which is a cheat sheet for becoming a freelance writer, to all different kinds of things that we give away for free. And this collects about 5,600 email addresses per month on autopilot. We don't pay anything for that, okay? That's just people coming here, downloading our freebies, and we get about 5,600 people per month, new people, okay, that come in every month, and that stacks and stacks to where we have, depending on the given month, anywhere from 70 to 100,000 engaged active subscribers waiting for these emails. And so here's the question I want you to think about. How many of you know someone who owns a business that's probably collecting email and may not know what to do with it? Think about that for a second. Type in the question box, which the questions come to me, by the way. Type in the question box if you know a business, whether it could be family, it could be a friend, who's probably collecting email addresses. All right, I'm getting yeses here. Yeah, almost all of us know at least one business who's doing this, and you could go do what I'm about to show you for them and immediately make them and yourself some money today. But let's say you don't. Let's say you don't know any businesses. I'm seeing a couple of people say, no, I don't know any, and that's cool. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. There's a website called LinkedIn.com. It's owned by Microsoft, and this is like the online professional presence social network. It's like Facebook, but for professionals, okay? And just about every business is on LinkedIn, mainly for recruiting, but also sometimes for sales, things like that. And so chances are, if you have a LinkedIn profile, you already have connections with people who may be able to hire you to do this. And even if you don't, it's possible to build those connections. All right, and right now, I'm going to show you a method that you can use to build a prospect list like this. Here, this is one of the things we teach our students how to do, where you can build a spreadsheet and you can have their LinkedIn address, their name, how you're connected to them, any notes that you have on that person. And you can build a spreadsheet like this from your LinkedIn connections, even if you don't have a direct connection. The way that you do it is you search friends and friends of friends on LinkedIn. And here's what I mean. Your friends are first order connections. They're people you know. But your friends of friends are second order of connections. And your friends of friends of friends are third order connections. Okay, LinkedIn tracks all of this. Well, you can reach out to anyone that's at least or max a second order connection. So the friends of your friends. And you can do searches of the friends of your friends as well. One of the things you can search is their job titles. So you can search for hiring manager, recruiting director, HR, human resources, marketing manager, marketing head, marketing president, marketing, all of the different keywords, CEO, president, vice president, all of those keywords. The general idea here is a job title or sometimes an industry keyword. So here's an example of what came up in my LinkedIn when I searched for hiring manager. 65 results, most of them second order connections that I could connect with on LinkedIn. I don't personally know any of these people, but they're all connected and I could connect with them and talk to them about maybe hiring me if I were for hire. I'm not leaving all of that work for you guys, but this is something that just about anyone could do. After the webinar is over, you can go do this for yourself. And see, it's free. You don't need Sales Navigator. You don't need LinkedIn Premium. This is with the free version of LinkedIn. So, do you see how you can generate a list of potential clients here? You can type in these keywords and be able to build a prospect list of people who might be in charge of hiring or in charge of marketing, or it might even own their own company, and then you can reach out to them to offer them your services. Go ahead and type in the question box if you're feeling a little bit more confident now that you've seen this. Getting a yes, a little. Yeah, this is amazing. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah, absolutely. You can do this with the free version of LinkedIn. All right. So let's go back to our agenda. Told you needed 3 things in order to be successful with this strategy. We've covered the first one, how to find businesses. Now let's go on to the second, the exciting one, the email campaign itself. All right. So an email campaign is a series of emails that you'll send out to a client's email list that all of the email is broadcast out to all of the same people. Occasionally it's personalized. You'll see an example of that here in a second. But the idea is you can write an email and send it out to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million people, whatever the size of their email list. And that same email will go out to all of those people all over the world. So it's an extremely high leverage form of communication because you can literally communicate with a huge audience of people, potentially all of a business's customers, all at one time. Now, there's one particular type of email that I want to focus on today, and that is sales. So just about every business occasionally will run sales, right? And the way that it works is, they may be putting one of their products on sale, a particular service on sale. There are quite a few different things that they may be doing to generate, to discount in order to get people in the door. And then usually they'll have other products or services that they'll offer in order to be able to make money down the road. This is just a regular core part of doing business. We've all seen it. We all understand it, right? There's no big mystery. So let's walk through a potential email that you could send to advertise a sale. This here is the first email in a series of emails that I have for an email campaign called the Flash Sale. It's a short 24 or 48 hour sale where you're going to put something on a steep discount to get people to pull out their wallets and buy it. Hopefully get them in the door of the business, if it's a physical business, if it's online, to get them to check out. And then later down the road, you can sell them more expensive products. All right, I'm going to show you an actual example. So the way this template works is in the brackets, it has blanks that you fill in. So flash sale, percentage off, short description of product, salutation. Exciting news. For a long time now, it's been difficult to then whatever the desired result is. You've got to put up with pain points, whatever their pain points are. That's why we're giving you a huge discount on product name, or it could be service name. Here's what it does for you, benefit, benefit, benefit. Click here for details on short description of the product. Here's the best part, we're giving you an early bird discount. In the future, we'll be charging blank for this, but as an early bird special, we're putting it on sale for only blank bucks. Just for the next couple days though, so be sure to take a look at signature. Now, that may be sort of gibberish to you right now because there are so many blanks. So let's take a look at what an example is all filled out that I just wrote up for a dentist. Okay, I just pulled this idea out of the air. We could do this for any type of business, right? So here's 73% off dental cleanings. Hi, John, exciting news. For a long time now, it's been difficult to get your teeth cleaned with a regular toothbrush, even an electric one. You still get plaque cavities in yellow teeth, no matter how much you brush. That's why we're giving you a huge discount on our medical grade 15-minute dental cleaning. Here's what it does for you. Get whiter teeth in just 15 minutes. Prevent cavities and tooth decay. Catch any other problems before they get too serious. Click here for details on medical grade 15-minute dental cleaning. And here's the best part. We're giving you a big discount. In the future, we'll be charging $99 for this, but as an early bird special, we're putting it on sale for only $29. Just for the next couple of days though, so be sure to take a look, Dr. Dentist, okay? So hopefully you can see here, by the way, it looks like I got the percentage wrong. I guess it would be technically 70% off or 69% off, but the idea here is the same, right? That we can take the template that I just showed you and adapt it for any type of business to be able to send out. Hopefully this is a revelation to you. A lot of people, they reinvent the wheel when it comes to sending out emails, but the fact is there are proven structures, there are proven templates that can be used over and over and over again for certain activities. And there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. This is a proven template I've used countless times. You've probably seen us use it at Smart Blogger, and so you can use it yourself now for other businesses. Hopefully you're starting to get a little excited here. So I'm just curious, if you were working with a business, go ahead and type in the question box. How many of you feel confident that you could write an email like this for them, that you could fill in the blanks? Brian says yes. Susie says yes. Yeah, getting a lot of yeses. Is that the only email is one of the questions. That's what Barbara is asking. No, so that's just one of the emails in the series. I didn't want to bore you guys by going through the entire series, filling in the blanks, but I'll give you the entire template as a bonus. So yeah, good question there. But it's a total of, I think, 4 or 5 emails in the series, but they're all like that. They're all short, fill in blank. You put in those details and you're good to go. Okay? So let's go back to our outline here. We now have a business that we found on LinkedIn that you can provide these services to. I've shown you how to create an email campaign for them quickly, easily, in just a matter of minutes. How do you do the pitch to where you get paid? And this is where I want to show you something special. Chances are, if you're like most writers, this is the scariest part for you. Number one, you don't like pitching. Number two, the idea of sales just makes you feel icky. And the reason why is you don't want to be this guy here, just another salesman, right? And I don't blame you. I don't want to be this guy either. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. But here's the thing, you don't have to be. Sometimes the best way to earn anyone's trust isn't to pitch them. It's not to persuade them. Businesses don't have time for that. They don't have time to arm wrestle with every salesperson who wants to sell them something. I speak as a business owner. I don't have time for that. But if someone is willing to help me and is willing to say, hey, why don't I put my best foot forward and help you, actually make you more money, just to prove to you that I'm operating in good faith, now that person grabs my attention. And here's what I mean. Ultimately, getting a business to hire you is about building trust. And trust is the hardest thing. It's the thing that you're often missing when you're a beginner. You don't have a lot of credibility. You don't have a track record. So the biggest question on your mind, and the reason why this makes you so nervous, is, well, why should they trust me? Why should they trust me? And the answer is they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Not until they see what you can do for them. And here's what I mean. I'll show you an example conversation. Here's what you may send to someone on LinkedIn that's a second order connection for you. You might say, okay, I see we're both friends with name. So let's say it's Susie. Okay, I see we're both friends with Susie. Absolutely love that girl. Quick question. I'm looking for a dentist that can do about 30 dental cleanings over the next week. Can you handle that? And yes, all of those are paid. Now, notice something about this message. You're not asking them to hire you. You're not asking them to come in for a sales pitch. You're saying, if I could get you 30 dental cleanings over the next week, would you be open to that? Would you be able to handle that? You're leading with the benefit to them. Okay? So same thing, if it was oil changes for another company, it may be, would you be able to handle 30 additional oil changes next week? And I'm pulling a number out of the air here. It doesn't actually matter in the beginning. The question is, you're just leading with the carrot. You're leading with the benefit, the bait, and that's more sales. You're not leading with what you want to sell them. All right? So let's go to the next message here. More than likely, they're going to say yes, right? Sure, I could handle that. Can you give me some more information? And so here's what you'd say next. You can say, absolutely. Can we set up a 15-minute call with you and someone on your team? I just want to walk you through how I'm going to send you those clients. I promise I'm not going to ask you for money. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, John, what do you mean I'm not going to ask them for money? Yes, I am. No, you're not. I'm going to show you how to do something smarter. I'm going to show you how to do something smarter. What you're going to do now is just a little bit of qualification. All right? You're going to say just one question before the call. Do you collect the email addresses of customers? Do you collect the email addresses of customers? You just want to make sure they have an email list. Okay? You just want to make sure. If they ask you, well, yeah, I do, but why do you want to know? Say, I'll explain it all on the call. Don't worry. All right? Now, here's the general gist of what you want to say on the call. Is you want to say, I'm an email marketer who helps businesses monetize their email leads. I charge nothing up front. Okay, now this may be raising your eyebrows. Bear with me. Okay? I generate business for you, and then you pay me after that business comes in. I generate business for you, and then you pay me after that business comes in. Now, let me just ask you right now before I go on to the next slide. Do you sound like every other salesperson out there? No, you sound like someone who's genuinely trying to help them because you are. All right? Next is what I usually start with is what's called a flash sale email campaign. We run a discount on one of your front-end offers, like a dental cleaning, for just a few days. It brings out a bunch of new business. In your case, I would expect at least $5,000 in a week. If I do that for you, are you okay with paying me $500 after it happens? If it doesn't work, you pay nothing. Now, these numbers, again, are adjustable. Let's say you're talking to them, you find out they only have a small email list. Maybe you say $1,000 in a week. Maybe you say $200 for your price. But the general idea here is you are the one willing to take the risk. Now, will you have to do this for your whole career? No, you won't. But when you're a beginner, certain risks have to be taken, right? So, this is how you earn the trust of a business. Now, let me ask you a question. Can you see a business saying yes to this? If you owned a business and you had no idea how to write an email, which most businesses don't, by the way, can you see someone saying yes? Yeah, you could. Maybe not the first one, the second one, the third one. Eventually, you're going to get to one pretty quickly who's going to say yes. Now, the worst thing that can happen is you write a few emails and then you don't get paid. But chances are, most businesses are in business because they honor their word. So if you agree with them, hey, send it out after the money comes in, chances are they will honor it. I've seen this happen again and again and again, and it's a great way to get started and to build your reputation. All right? So, 60-second recap of where we are. I've shown you how to connect with businesses on LinkedIn. Now, you may already know businesses. You may have a family member who has a business. You can start with them. That's beautiful. Go for it. Try out exactly what I want to show you. Make some money. Make them some money. Make yourself some money. You owe me nothing for what I just taught you today. Okay? It's my pleasure to help you. But even if you don't know a business, I showed you how to find them on LinkedIn, how to build a prospect list of your friends of friends, your second order connections. Okay? From there, we walk through the first email of a flash sale campaign. At the end of the webinar, I'll give you that entire campaign. You can go through it yourself, fill the rest of it out. It's just a few emails. And then I showed you the nuts and bolts. We breezed through a few parts of it, of how to pitch, of how to help small business and earn their trust by actually helping them. So we've gone through the whole agenda here. Now, there are a few more things we'll talk about. But before I do, even if you use only just a tiny fraction of what we covered today, do you feel like you've taken a gigantic leap forward? Give me a yes or no in the question box. Let me know how you're feeling right now. Hopefully your mind is opening and you're starting to realize the possibilities here. Okay? Because here's the deal. If you're looking at this and you're saying, I think I could maybe do this. I think this could maybe work. What I'd invite you to do is to study with me further. Because what I've shown you today is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the tip of the iceberg. At Smart Blogger, our newest flagship course is we have an entire email marketing certification. It's an entire, almost miniature degree. It's long, okay? I'll show it to you at some point. About everything you need to know to become an expert on sending out email for businesses. Now, one of the core things that it has that's going to be immensely valuable to you is 5 fill-in-the-blank campaigns. Today, I walked you through just a piece of one of these, the flash sale. But there's also the content teaser, the welcome campaign, webinar campaigns, mini course campaigns. And I have fill-in-the-blank templates for each of these that you can use to send out for businesses. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. These are 5 types of campaigns that work for just about any type of business and that you can get paid to write. In many cases, over and over again. Because does a business just run one sale? No, they run lots of sales, right? Do they just send out one blog post? No, they send out lots of blog posts. A lot of times there's emails that have to be written every week. Send out content to make sales. I'm going to teach you how to write those. And you're going to see fill-in-the-blank examples that just for me personally have produced over $10 million in sales. Okay? This is priceless. If somebody had given me this when I started, I would have made money a lot sooner. Okay? Next, here's an example of just how long those templates are. This is all of them together. It's 28 pages of templates that I'm scrolling down through here. Every email in the sequence. Okay? So you get those and you'll have those at your disposal. That alone is worth thousands of dollars. But I'm also going to give you a crash course in copywriting. You're going to learn how to write subject lines people can't help but open. The ideal email length. How long should an email be? How long will people read? How to write a call to action that gets people to click. Everything you need to know about benefits, pain points, objections. So I'm going to teach you these things so that not only can you fill out the templates, but you can make modifications. You can create your own campaigns. I'm not just going to give you a bike with training wheels. I'm going to teach you how to ride the bike. Okay? So, by the time you're done here, you're going to know everything you need to know to be an expert email copywriter. And the email marketing certification contains all kinds of assignments and worksheets like this one here, where we're giving you a worksheet on creating your call to action. This is just a screenshot of one of them, where we give you actual emails and you have to craft the ideal call to action for those emails. All right? So you get real world experience. The last piece is we dive deep into how to get clients. We talk about what it takes to get your first few clients. And I'll be straight with you, they're the hardest ones. Of course they are, right? And then how to set up your LinkedIn profile, build your network from scratch. So you may tell me, John, I mean, LinkedIn sounds amazing, but I don't even have a profile. Or I have a profile, but I'm not connected to anyone. What do I do? I'll show you what to do from scratch. Even if you don't have a profile right now, you'll know what to do by the time you're finished. You'll learn how to make connections. You'll learn how to scale up and get more and more work from your clients. My goal is to give you everything you need to make over $100,000 per year. And not only to do that, but to make it as simple as possible for you. Here's another example. So this is the LinkedIn messaging playbook. It's just another resource that we give you. It's everything you need to what you should say on LinkedIn for all the different situations. So if you're wondering, John, I don't know, I want to run into a situation, I won't know what to say. We give you an entire playbook of exactly what to say. All right? It's everything you need. Now, how much does this cost? Like I said, I want to give you everything you need to make $100,000 a year doing this. Not in the beginning, it's going to scale up, right? We also both know that's the best case scenario, right? But if you did get to $100,000 a year, would it be worth it to pay $10,000? Of course, right? It's 10 times. You'd be earning 10 times per year. But I'm not going to charge you that today. I know what it's like to get started. I'm not going to charge you those kinds of fees. What about half that? Am I going to charge you $5,000? It's easily worth that. I've personally paid $5,000 for courses that have less information, less help, less guidance than what's included here. But I'm not going to charge you that either. Or what about $2,000? Am I going to charge you $2,000? There are hundreds. You've probably seen other courses selling for $2,000. Certainly, that must be what it costs, right? It's kind of the go-to price for online courses about marketing stuff. I'm not going to charge you that either. Here's the crazy deal I'm going to give you today. I'm going to give you a chance to get access to this email marketing certification for free. For free. And you say, well, John, how are you going to do that? That's crazy. Why would you give me all of this for free? How are you going to give me all of this for free? Let's cover the first question first. I remember what it's like to get started. Writing for other people, building my own online business. And I want to make it easier for you. I've gotten to the point in my career where I don't have to charge top dollar for everything I do. We make plenty of money. The other reason, though, is I'm like you in that I want to earn your trust by actually helping you. And so let's talk about how I'm going to do that. The guarantee for this program is you'll make back your $1,000 within 6 months of graduating, or you pay nothing. You pay nothing. That's how confident I am, that I'm willing to take all the risk. If for any reason it doesn't work for you, you can go through the entire class, get all of my training, and never pay me a penny. All right? There are only two possible outcomes here. You make your $1,000 back, because that's the price, okay? It's $1,000, or you get trained for free. All right? But I guarantee you'll make that $1,000 back within 6 months. I'm also going to give you a bonus course that has everything you need. It's called Traffic Engines, to build your own email list and to be able to start doing this for yourself. So I don't want to leave you dependent on other clients. It's fine to get started that way. But at some point, you have to stop trading time for dollars. So I'm going to give you a bonus that walks you through how to get started. Okay? And here's the second guarantee. Get access to the entire certification today, plus everything you need to get clients. And if you don't love it for any reason, call us within 14 days to get a complete refund. Okay? If you'd like to get registered, smartblogger.com/email. Again, there are two scenarios here. The upfront price is $1,000. If you make it back within 6 months, you've essentially gotten the course for free. That's how this works. But let's say you don't. Let's say it doesn't work for you. Well, then we'll give you the $1,000 back. So either you make the money back, in which case you kind of got the course for free, or we refund all the money, in which case you got the course for free. There's literally no way you can lose here. This is a killer opportunity, a killer deal. If you want to get started in email marketing, you can also get started today, and you can try it out. 14 days, no limitations at all. Go through it, see if you like it, see if it works for you. I think you'll be impressed. I think you'll love it. All right. If you want to register, go to smartblogger.com/email. And you can do that, and I'll answer a few questions. So the first one is there any guidance from you? So what we have, all of the videos or the majority of the videos are from me. And then also, we have Karen, who's one of our in-house instructors, who will go through and critique your emails. So not only do you get the instruction, but you get critiques. We also have Q&A calls every 2 weeks to where you can ask questions about the material, get feedback, advice on whatever's going on. And then we have a group in our community. It's through a program called Circle. No more Facebook groups. All right, where all of our students are together, working together to get started as email marketers. So you'll have access to that as well. Olga asks, is it at a particular time? No, we have students all over the world. So this is self-study. There are videos and assignments. You turn in everything at your own pace as you go through the program. And there's not a particular time. You have to be available. If you do want to attend the Q&A calls, those are at particular times. It changes depending on what's going on. But you can listen to the recordings, even if you can't attend the live calls. And you can email our team, and we'll make sure we help you out. Our philosophy as a company is if you do the work, then we'll be there for you to the ends of the earth. But if you don't do the work, we can't help you, right? So you got to do the work. But if you do, we'll be there for you. All right, other questions? Do I lose access to the course materials after a certain length of time? No, you don't. So you'll keep access forever to the course materials. Okay. Another question. Can we get access to the slides? Sure. I'll email those out to everyone. Sure. Oh, and you know what? I'll also email you that the link to that template. I forgot to put that here in the presentation, but I'll email it out to everyone, I promise. You'll get that by email. All right. I missed part of the webinar. Will there be a recording? Yes, we'll also send out a recording of everything later. Okay. Is there a deadline? So the normal price for EMC is $2,000. But we are putting it on sale for you. Ta-da, running our own flash sale. Okay, for this webinar. And so you get it for $1,000, or you can make 6 payments of $200. So that was another question. Is there a payment plan? Yes, there is. It's available there on the page. So you can take advantage of that. And again, just to repeat, so there is a discount that will be expiring. But the other thing to think about is this. The sooner you get started, the sooner you get results. A lot of people procrastinate about what they know they need to do, and then they wonder why their life is moving so slowly. I say this with all possible kindness, right? Because I've been there. I've been one of those procrastinators. But sooner or later, you have to look inside and ask yourself the question, do I know what to do, but I'm just scared to do it? Because that's often the case. You know what to do, but you're just scared to do it. Maybe you're afraid of being conned. Maybe you're afraid you won't be able to put in the work. But here we're protecting you. Either you make your money back within 6 months, or it's free. You literally can't get a better deal than that. We're helping you get started and get off the ground. All right? The only thing I ask is that when you get out there and start making lots of money, you give us a testimonial, okay? So I can brag about you and take all the credit for your success, okay? But otherwise, I just want to help you get started with us, start making some money. And I want you to make money so that maybe you'll come spend more money with us at a future date. All right? So the price is $1,000. It'll be going back up to $2,000 in a couple days. But again, why wait? Why wait? Why procrastinate? It's available for you right now. If you want to get in, I see we've had a few people sign up already. Welcome, Julie. Welcome, Olga. Asked the question earlier. Welcome, George. It's Stephen. Welcome, Adriana. It's wonderful to have all of you guys. The orders are still coming in here. We can also accept only a maximum of about 100 students. So if we hit that, we'll close off early. But by all means, any other questions? Does this work for any type of business? Pretty much. I mean, there may be some kind of business out there who doesn't run sales. Even law firms, though, offer free consultation, right? So there are different kinds of sales in just about every business out there. And they may not sell all of their products. They may just have one front-end product. But yeah, it works with just about everyone. All right, well, I want to be respectful of everyone's time here, so I'm going to go ahead and close up. If you have any other questions, by all means, type them in or email our team. I'll get that recording. And yes, I promise the templates to you. I haven't forgotten. I promise I will get those to you. And I'll see you inside EMC. If you have that feeling of, I may be able to do this, I may be able to make money with this, or the feeling of, this would be a really good skill to have because I want to build my own business one day. if you're in either of those camps, I really think you ought to do it. You're protected by the money back guarantee. You literally have nothing to lose. The only thing ahead of you is the upside. Okay? So let's make this happen. Let's put the entire Smart Blogger team behind you. And let's get you started as an email marketer and get you making some money. All right? I love you guys. Thank you for your time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.